What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video I have a lot of news regarding our story. I will show you again the questions regarding the latest letter that was written by Pete Sessions, and I will show you the opinion of one of our community members. And on top of that, the most important and the most juicy part of my today's video will be some kind of recap of Richard Hoffman's actions. And I have to say that he has done a lot to this point, and I think for now, at this very moment, he is the main headliner of our community, and I will prove my words. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. So, and let's start with this news. We are on MMTLPresources.com, and this article was published right after I made my previous video, and it is showing the same exact questions that I asked basically in my video. And this article is dedicated to the latest letter that was written by Pete Sessions, and I've showed you this letter yesterday, and I showed you the most concerning part, the most concerning paragraph of this letter is the third one, and it is related to the last trading days and the settlement T+2 cycle. On top of that, I also showed you some questionable statements regarding the letters from broker-dealers that advised investors to sell all shares in MMTLP prior to December the 8th. And I have to say that just my 2 cents regarding this situation in general. I have to say that Pete Sessions is definitely on our side, and we have to know that it is extremely important to have this type of allies on our side, because in general he is not only the congressman by himself, but he also brought a lot of other people from Congress who signed the letter of so-called Fearless 15. On top of that, we have even more people who is on our side, people from Congress. So, and let me show you the comment regarding this issue that was made by Due Diligence. And 15 hours ago he wrote this tweet: MMTLP, let me help you out here. Pete Sessions was notified on December the 5th because the 424B form had been out for over a week, and still no corporate action notice had gone out. So Sessions reached out and told FINRA to do their jobs, to help us. You'd think someone who has had so much contact with Congress should know that. Mr. Sessions, please do not allow the voices of 1 or 2 people to be representative of this entire community. The majority of MMTLP community is thankful for the inquiry to Gary Gensler that you spearheaded and are looking forward to seeing the results it yields. And he also added this, let me show you first of all the response on this tweet that was made by NG. And this is the screenshot that was made by Penny Quinn back in December the 6th, 2022. The second-hand news. Schwab saying MMTLP shorts must be closed by EOD on the 8th. Can anyone confirm? And here is the response of John Burda. He wrote, that is my understanding too. And Due Diligence wrote, I'll just leave this here. Doesn't look like Schwab knew when they sent it in writing. Nor did TD Ameritrade, Fidelity or OTC Markets. That's the beauty of having things in writing. They aren't based on he said. And he also added, he retweeted his own tweet that he wrote on July the 10th. And I covered it in one of my previous videos, but let me quote you it again. So I have been hearing that many in Congress have been saying that FINRA advised them that trading was always supposed to end after the 8th. This is completely untrue. Here you will find correspondence from 3 major brokers, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity and Schwab, all of them stating that we would be able to sell on the 9th and 12th. I would like to draw your attention with particularity to the correspondence from TD. It states these are the details and guidance they being FINRA provided, and clearly delineates that this guidance indicated that the 9th and the 12th were to be positioned closely only trading days. Correspondents from other brokers also confirmed the same. Moreover, on December the 7th, Jeff Mandel, VP of OTC Markets, went on the Trader TV broadcast with host Brandon Wickens, where both of them, in no uncertain terms, advised the investing public repeatedly that, as per FINRA, traders had until end of trading day on the 12th to close their positions. Mandel even draws attention to the fact that it was anomalous that FINRA made this announcement with more lead time than they usually do. So the next time a member of Congress or their staff brings up that FINRA told them that they were clear in stating that trading was always supposed to end after the 8th, please feel free to refer them to this tweet. It is irrefutable and incontrovertible evidence that they are being lied to. And he added these 3 screenshots of the letters from 3 broker-dealers, TD, Fidelity and Schwab, and the video itself of the live broadcast where Jeff Mandel made this statement. So I think it is, for now, it is clear regarding this situation. And let me show you the most juicy part of my today's video. Just 3 hours ago, Richard Hoffman published this tweet, and it is the link to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT, where he and Little JR made a conversation again regarding the MMTLP story. And I have to say that Richard, for now, is performing 3 actions. If you compare it with some kind of simple words, in my opinion, he has several guns. Based on his opinion, for now he has 3 guns, and he is firing one by one each and every gun, and the target is authorities and broker-dealers. And definitely, in my opinion, he will win this fight because he has a lot of tools, a lot of other guns under his belt in order to win this battle. And let me show you the details of this video. I have to say that if you want to know more, just watch this video by yourself, because it is a very interesting and very informative video. And I highly suggest you to follow his Twitter account and to subscribe to his YouTube channel to know the latest updates. But for now, Richard is in the 3 similar processes, not similar but parallel processes. First of all, he asked AST to release the share count of MMTLP shares of NextBridge hydrocarbon shares on their accounts. And this is another way how we can know whether MMTLP and NextBridge hydrocarbon shares were oversold due to the latest trading days. And I have to say that this information might help not only in his litigation and his arbitration with FINRA and Fidelity respectively, but also it might help to know. Basically, we already know that MMTLP shares were oversold, but this will be the official proof of this action, and this is extremely important. So definitely AST can refuse to release this data, but in general, Richard said that he will file a lawsuit against AST, and he doesn't want any money from AST, he doesn't want any long litigations, he just wants to know this number alone, and he wants to know it because he has to make his own decision whether or not he needs to transfer his own shares to AST. And this is the legal procedure that might help him to do it. So, next one. He just received the Fidelity response, and let me remind you that he is in the process of arbitration with Fidelity regarding the naked shorting that potentially took place on this broker-dealer. But it is quite ridiculous, but in this response, Fidelity stated that there is no naked shorting. And the most important defense line that they rely on is this article. It is the Forbes article that was published on June 22nd, that was written by Brandon Kochkodin, and it's titled "The Looney Conspiracy Theory Threatening Wall Street." And guys, let me remind you that this article, right after it was published, was completely destroyed by the MMTLP community. And not only by MMTLP community, because this article was written right after the SEBI investigation. And right after this article, it was this rent investigation. And judge made a ruling that there is a naked shorting that is basically happening on the market. And this means this Forbes article is nothing else but a hit piece. And I cannot count it, I cannot name it anything else but the hit piece. On top of that, right after this article, the letter of so-called Fearless 15 was signed, and in this letter, 15 Congress members stated that there is a lot of naked shorting on the markets, and that is why this line of defense that Fidelity is relying on is nothing else but smoke and mirrors. And I have to say that Richard is a very experienced person in this type of litigations, because he didn't file a lawsuit against AST and he didn't file a lawsuit against Fidelity. He is in the process of just asking AST with the legal procedures to release this share count, and he is in the process of arbitration with Fidelity. And why it is so important? It is important because these procedures are not so lengthy as the litigation process, and that is why potentially we might see some responses of from AST and Fidelity by the end of this month. So we have about 10 days left in August, and I think we will see some resolution regarding this issue. On top of that, Richard is in the appeal process with FINRA. And this is also very important because in general, he found a loophole in their own statements, in FINRA's statements. And because of this loophole, he can challenge the FINRA's immunity. And let me remind you that FINRA's immunity is the only defense line that FINRA is relying on. And if Richard destroys this defense line, definitely it will be a huge step towards our victory. And in my opinion, Richard for now is the main headliner of our community, and I highly suggest you to follow his Twitter account and to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice KNOT, in order to know the latest updates regarding his actions. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.